This week, one central Wisconsin town has been in the news repeatedly, including today, and its pronunciation has caused quite the stir amongst the people at Newswatch 12. So for today's On Our Mind, we're asking, how do you pronounce Kronenwetter? How do you pronounce it? We talked about this 2 days ago, and then I asked my dad at home, and then I asked my brother, and then I asked a few other folks around town, and every single person has said it differently.
Yeah, I know I got a friend that texted me too, and she agreed with you, and I would...
How do you pronounce it, Devin?
Kronenwetter. Kronenwetter.
Okay, you just said it two different ways there.
Okay, so I'll go with my first time, Kronenwetter.
There you go. I pulled it up for you, Devin. It helps you to read it at all.
Yeah, so Kronenwetter.
Yeah. See, we say it all the time, and yet every single time I see this word, I always hesitate. And I've lived in, the Northwoods my whole life. So it's just still, it's one of those words that I've just heard it so many different ways. I've got no sort of confidence in one
You know what?
direction.
I want to give the viewers a giggle. Cade, pull up Max 2. I even had it ready to go, so just in case.
There
I
you
even
go.
had it up on the map, so, I mean, you can barely see it, but I even had it pulled up on the map ready to go, just in case. But yeah, Kronenwetter, so it even pulls up on the graphics.
So I'd go with the Kronenwetter. Like that, I think is right.
What do you say, it's German? Or
it's
what?
German.
German.
Well, Krone, crown, Wetter, weather. So a crown weather is the literal, word meaning. Kronen means plural, so it'd be like multiple crowns, so crowns weather. Or you could say if it had an umlaut on the O, it'd mean two crowns, so it'd be a verb then. So it'd be like crowning weather. But as it stands, it'd be just crowns weather.
Interesting.
So yeah, there's your German lesson for the day. But I think it's Kronenwetter. My brother had the worst guess of anyone I've heard ever. He said he pronounces it, what is it? Kronwater.
What?
So I was like, no, not even a little bit. Oh. So that was a rough one. So shout out to Nick Lodholtz. That was bad guess. I think everyone can agree that isn't how you would pronounce it.
That is the worst guess in Northwoods history.
Yeah, it was a bad one. It was a bad one for sure.
So my Kronenwetter is not the worst one ever?
I think, however someone pronounces it is probably just fine.
And at least
we're trying.
At least somewhat looks like it, although I pronounce the T's like a D, but at least somewhat looks like it's. I kind of go lazy with the T's because Kronenwetter sounds easier to say than Kronenwetter.
So Kronenwetter.
Because I'm going a little bit more aggressive with the T's compared to what it looks like.
Well, there you go. Either way,
I'm going with what it looks like versus what the German's saying.
Yeah, I think we've had a few words that sometimes trick people up from out of state. I think this is one of the ones that trick people up who are in state. I mean, which is an entertaining thought.
There's a lot of tricky names here. Some people may not know, like Minocqua or Arborvitae or Packwaukee or.
See, but it's nice to know that everyone, after you live here a while, you can kind of you figure out the one way to say it. Like, Minocqua, Arborvitae, you got Kenosha, you got Waukesha, Wausau. Some of those words are difficult for the first timers, but Kronenwetter has stumped me for 28 years. So it's nice to know I'm not alone because I've had not a single person just come by and say, oh yeah, that's the right way.
You should actually go down to Kronenwetter and, oh my gosh.
There we go.
And actually ask the locals there what they think.
That would be a good Johnny on the spot moment, Devin. But we're going to have more to talk about this morning. Coming up, we're going to be sharing this week's furry friend for another edition of Homeward Bound.
But first, we have Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen with the recipe for fried mac and cheese balls.
Ooh.